Good intentions, good intentions, good intentions. The power of word, the power of word. And the power word today is going to be naked. Naked. N-A-K-E-D. Naked. All right. The English definition reads, the first definition, a person or a part of the body without clothes. Okay. The second definition is of something such as a feeling or a behavior. So it's saying that naked is an emotion. Nakedness is a behavior. Okay. Those words are cute, but those words are for children. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became an adult, when I became a man, when I became a woman, we put away childish things. So let's get some really good substance for this word. All right, let's go to Genesis, right? Because I like to go to Genesis, not because I'm a religious person, not because I'm a spiritual person. It's because we seeking truth and we seeking fact. And this is the true way to really seek these things, because you have to have a source. And my source is dissecting the Bible to understand, to get knowledge, right? Not to control anyone, not to become any type of authority figure, but to actually walk in purpose and to teach others how to walk in their own purpose and be their own creators. All right, let's go. Genesis 3:8. And, okay, this is Adam. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God among the trees. 3:9. And the Lord God called to Adam and said to him, where are you? Verse 10. And Adam said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. All right. So Adam hid himself because from this person who's he been having a relationship with all of this time. And then all of a sudden he had an encounter with the serpent, and then his eyes was open and he knew that he was naked. Right. But he really wasn't naked. He was tricked. All right. So verse 11. And God said, who told you you was naked? Okay. So God trying to figure out, I've been having this relationship with you. You've been everywhere with me. You actually have the ability to know things, and I had the ability to know you. I had the ability to understand you. I had the ability to see you clearly. But you allowed someone to come to you and present a word to you that I never taught you. Because before, you bared it all. You had no secrets. Right? You was out in the open. You were plain. You were innocent. But when you took and you ran and he ran and hid himself, he became fault. Right? At fault. He came sinful. Right? Because God knew him before he was easy to read. Right? Like, I know you. Not because he had clothes on. But once he said that he was naked, the devil took something that was good, the serpent, and even though it wasn't bad, because giving the man and the woman the ability to choose their own dominion and their own kingdom is not wicked. But what the serpent did was he represented the man and the woman to the creators. So therefore, they couldn't stay in the garden because they couldn't occupy that space until they reached their full self. And because they were aware, they was not able to reach their full self. This word naked that is in the Bible, it's a masculine word. And if you looked at my other videos, masculine words do not have the ability to change. So all of these words that we get, bare, and all of these other words that we get, this word naked just meant what it meant. It's the only thing that is ever meant. It can't be changed because this is a masculine word. And that word means uncovered and no protection. So when Adam said he was uncovered, when he said he was naked, he was telling God, I have no more protection. I have no more use for you. I have no more ability to be in your presence because I don't see you as my creator anymore. But he didn't know he was saying that. So the serpent beguiled him. The serpent tricked them. And even though he taught them how to be the understanding of walking in the presence and being your own God, they wasn't prepared to actually do so. They were still learning underneath the tree of the creators, right? They was going to teach them, man and woman, how to be man and woman. And when they took and they got beguiled by the serpent, which tricked them, right? They became uncovered and had no protection. And they basically spoke it out of their own mouth. Because why? In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. And all things were made by him. And without him, there was not anything that was made that was made. So even when you speak out of your mouth, even if you don't have understanding, you are creating your world. You are telling your creators, I got this. I don't need any help. I can do it on my own. Because before that, what was Adam and Eve presented to God? They were overt. Overt means to show openly and not in secret or hidden. They were unmistakable. They were unmistakable. They were understood. They were seen clearly. This was before they got represented. And they were manifest, right? Meaning that they had the ability to speak and do anything, and everything was at their disposal. But because they came into realization that they were naked, they was able to see. Their eye was open, and they taste things, and they was able to endure in things that they have never done. Adam and Eve didn't even have sex before they ate that fruit. But once they ate that fruit, it allowed them to get things and feel things that they never felt before. So I just wanted to break down this word naked. It came with a lot of words. And I know I like to try to stick straight to the definition. But sometimes you have to give body of work to go with that word. So let's remember, people, we got to use that word naked carefully, especially when we're talking to our creators. Naked means what it means. It has no other word. It means to be uncovered. And it means no protection. But remember, we will have to get back to the garden. Why we need to get back to the garden? And the garden, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, is just a metaphor. It's just a place. It's a place that's in your subconscious mind. So we have to get back to that subconscious mind, meaning your higher self, right? Because your lower self wants you to get naked and lay in the bed. But your higher self wants you to be naked and come before your creators. Stay up, because we can't continue to fall.